All right, ordinance second reading. This is going to be tabled until the 13th of October.
Yes.
So we need a motion.
So we need a motion to table this.
Wait, this is the precious metals?
Of November.
Yeah,
Why are we tabling?
Why are we
it now?
tabling it?
we're not ready to discuss it.
Why don't you leave the table?
I thought
This is like ridiculous.
he was on the table. It just has to be on the agenda,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Paul's made some good comments on the ordinance. If anybody else would like to put some stuff together, then we can then have the conversation. But I have not talked to people that I want to in town.
Unfortunately, you're
Right.
tabling
I
it.
think it should stay on the table. No action, stays on the table.
So you just leave it on the table until you're ready to act on it.
Council knows where I stand.
Whatever y'all do.
No problem.
I'm in favor with this, I'm in favor of this.
You're in favor of it?
Yes, I am.
I am too, with limitations.
On limitations as
I'll
well.
be here.
But we're not
On
discussing it.
limitations too.
Well, I guess that maybe we need to put together, we're discussing it, but put together a committee or something to go over what is in the current ordinance, because.
Greg, we don't need a committee, we all read the ordinance. You know, you and I just discussed it, we know what businesses are affected.
Did everybody
We just need to have a conversation about it.
Did everyone?
The only reason we tabled it in the first place was because Greg had objections
Did
and he wasn't
everyone
here.
He was on
review,
vacation.
did everyone review with the chief of police, what I had the chief
Yeah,
of
the
police put
letter.
together?
No, I read the letter, some of it doesn't make any sense. No, quite honestly, you know, he's talking about business, but he's looking at it from a law enforcement perspective. We're looking at it from a business perspective. There's two views.
Yes, there are.
And I think, I agree with some of it in there, some of it I don't. We need to have an open discussion, which we were waiting for Greg to come back, because Greg was vehemently against it.
I would
I
very
still-
And he
much.
came back and it's still sitting tabled. I
Okay,
mean,
can
it's
I
been a long
ask
time.
then, I would respectfully ask then that it is tabled till the next council meeting, the end of September,
Well, I'm not gonna be here for that meeting.
because I will not be here for the October 13th meeting.
Whatever y'all work out. I thought we were gonna discuss it
Can
tonight.
we discuss it
I agree.
tonight then? Can we discuss it tonight?
Yeah, I don't know, come on, me.
Well, Greg wants to talk to some business people.
Oh.
I wanted to talk to.
I understand the
Maybe the
rationale
two
for that.
businesses and give them an opportunity to come in here and voice their opinions on it.
I mean, it does affect them.
And I
Yeah.
respect that.
So maybe we'll just have to push it back until everybody's
But I
here.
think, well, I don't think it should just be for those two businesses.
I don't either.
Well,
It affects
it should
others.
it's only gonna
Yeah.
affect the people it affects, and there's only a couple businesses in town that it will. The rest of it really doesn't play into it. I mean, there's nobody, you know, taking in used typewriters and
Well, there
handing
are
out
other
checks.
people
I
taking
mean,
in
it's
used
not.
phones, there are other
And
people taking in
iPads,
used phones.
iPads, computers, yes,
Yes, there are.
without a doubt.
Who?
Are you kidding me?
They're taking in used phones right up at the circle.
iPhone, you turn in an iPhone, and used iPhone, you get $400.
Absolutely.
Where?
The
Go
circle.
online. You go anywhere.
Online, so we're gonna.
You can,
No,
you
no,
get
Wait,
it from
wait,
the thing.
We're gonna monitor
No,
online?
you're not gonna monitor online.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now. You can sell you got an iPhone. I can sell it right now.
To who?
I can sell it to anybody.
No, but that way,
That's not what we're talking
No,
about.
but I could sell it to
We're
AT&T.
talking
But I
about-
sells refurb
Oh, yeah.
phones.
We're talking about a
AT&T.
business.
You got a Verizon come in on
Hey,
so much
Andy,
street?
Andy, calm down. We're talking
I
about
am.
a business. If I sell her my iPhone, that's
different.
not part of
No, no,
it.
I'm not disagreeing, but you sell your phone back to AT&T.
You can't sell your phone back. They give you credit. You have to get a new
No, you
phone.
get it refurbished.
That-
That's.
You can take it to the AT&T
You
store.
want to call
They
it
don't
a
give
credit,
you
you
a
want to
$20
call
bill for
payment,
your
you're getting
phone.
payment towards your new phone.
Andy, I just went to Verizon to turn a phone in. You get a credit on the new one. They don't hand you a $20 bill. They're not getting any money. It's not a pawn shop.
They hand you prepaid credit cards.
Oh, stop it. That's not what we're talking about. We're gonna go after AT&T and Verizon.
AT&T's $180 billion company.
Oh, yeah, let's fingerprint the CEO.
Good thing we tabled this.
Oh, wait a minute, you got a better chance of tracking that iPhone than we do.
Do we want to discuss this and untable it, or do we want to?
Real quick point. This law was designed, and I know I talk to people down in Trenton, for jewelry stores because they take in gold,
Correct.
silver, jewelry.
Correct.
And they're basically uncontrolled and they're not pawn shops. So they don't fall under the pawn shop regulations. I know, I regulate them in this state. The truth is, that's what it was designed for. Somebody decided to throw everything but the kitchen sink in here, which I think is Greg's problem and my problem. So the jewelry shops and the gold and the silver makes a lot of sense. Typewriters and tubas and used clothing really don't make a lot of sense. That's what we were going to discuss. But it does have a place, but I don't think it's too far ranging, is my problem.
But I still think you should put electronics in there.
I do too.
Huh?
Electronics.
Oh,
Not this
there's
other
everything
stuff.
in
No
there.
toothbrushes.
There's
I know.
hardware equipment, there's fishing poles, there's typewriters,
Yeah,
toothbrushes,
there are things that do
clothing,
need to be
there's everything,
excluded
which
from
doesn't
this.
affect most of our businesses anyway. So, but if you want to push it back so we have a discussion with the business people, with the fact that makes sense. Right?
All right, let's shoot for the 13th. We know your stance is pretty firm.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So let's have a conversation on the 13th, and we'll go from there.
You know, perhaps Mr. Wenner will do what we did last time. I can contribute via phone.